All right, we're going to do one question for each game. Let's start with the Bengals and the Steelers. Starters. I guess I'll throw this one to Heath since we already got this answer from Jamie. Starter sit, Najee Harris.
He is the lowest of low-end number 2 running backs or the highest of high-end flexes, depending on how you want to look at it. I will have a really hard time deciding between him and DeAndre Swift, but I think I would prefer him over Swift if Jamal Williams is perfectly fine.
Would you guys start a Ravens running back against Carolina over Najee Harris?
Not if Gus plays, I wouldn't.
You have two guys in committees. You have one team that probably is going to run the ball a little bit more successful in their matchup than the other. So I would start Kenyon Drake over Najee Harris.
Kansas City is at the Chargers. Okay, are the wide receivers in this game just giving you fits right now, Jamie?
For the Chiefs?
Both.
Or for the Chargers? Fitz? No. He's retired. I think for the Chargers, you kind of know what to do. You know, if they play, you start them. If they don't play, you start Josh Palmer and maybe give some interest to DeAndre Carter. For the Chiefs, I mean, I guess it's kind of the same thing. You know, Kadarius Toney, if you have him, you're going to be excited about the injuries there, especially if MVS doesn't play, my goodness. Targets should be off the charts, and you should probably be looking at maybe Justin Watson too in deeper leagues. So you kind of have an answer for this, you know. And I think the thing that's somewhat easy at this point is like you kind of, you know, it's not like we're waiting. You know, you kind of, what I mean by that is like you have expectations of he's got a clear concussion protocol for Juju. You've been without Mecole Hardman for 2 weeks, so you know what you're dealing with there. You've been without the Chargers guys for, you know, a month, essentially, a whole season for Keenan Allen. So, you know, hopefully you've had your backup plans in place and still do.
I think the only difficult, because you have to start Allen Lazard, I think, over any wide receiver in this game at this point, unless there's some more positive injury news on Thursday. Watson is a little bit more difficult with the Chargers. I'm probably trying to wait, but if I just added him and I don't have another wide receiver, you might have to start Watson too.
You're talking about Christian Watson tonight over the Chargers guys,
right?
Just in case people, I doubt
the Chiefs
thought you meant
for sure.
Justin Watson. Yeah, the Chiefs, and Juju feels like the longest shot to play of all those guys.
I thought I saw, and I don't know if you guys saw more about this on Hardman. Last week it was reported as abdomen. This week it was reported as illness in the abdomen.
Oh,
I saw that. Yes.
Okay. All right, we'll keep an eye on it. But there's obviously a lot of moving parts, and we'll, of course, keep you updated. That's why you can listen to the Mailbag Show, have a much better idea by Friday afternoon, which is when we record the Mailbag Show. Heath and I do a 5-minute show on Sunday mornings, so we have plenty of time to keep you updated on that. Cleveland at Buffalo. Amari Cooper on the road or Donovan Peoples-Jones? Heath?
I am probably starting both of them, but Amari Cooper over Donovan Peoples-Jones still. I know. The home road splits, I know. But I'm just not to the point to where I'm going to start the guy who has not scored a touchdown all season long over Amari Cooper.
Carolina at Baltimore. Jamie, Deontay Foreman or DJ Moore? Who's a better flex?
Oh, Deontay Foreman. I mean, you know what DJ Moore has been with Baker Mayfield. Those first 4 games, he was averaging 8.5 PPR points per game. Not pretty. So will the changes since the last time we saw this duo impact DJ Moore in a positive way without Christian McCaffrey, without Robbie Anderson, without Matt Rule? Hopefully, but it's still it's a defense that I think is going to make Baker very uncomfortable. And at least Deontay Foreman's probably getting 15 touches.
Heath, I'm just going to tease it. We'll talk about it when we get to that game, but I'm a little nervous for you about your DJ Moore ranking. Just I'm sending good vibes your way.
Well, part of it is all of the uncertainty at wide receiver. I anticipate some things changing and him being lowered a little bit. He's going to be probably close to 30 when it's all said and done on Friday. I did just see, and you guys may have already seen this news. Maybe you said it and I just wasn't listening to you, but it sounds like Randall Cobb will be activated for tonight's game.
No, I didn't see that.
So that could also impact Christian Watson a little bit as well.
All right. Next game is the Jets and the Patriots. How many running backs, Jamie, are you confidently starting in this game?
1.
Okay. Heath, how about you? How many running backs are you confidently starting in the Jets-Patriots game?
Ramondre Stevenson's the only one you could confidently start. Michael Carter's in that Najee Harris, DeAndre Swift range.
Philadelphia at Indianapolis. Heath, starter sit Michael Pittman.
I'm probably going to start him, a low-end number 2 wide receiver. I've got him ahead of Paris Campbell, who is kind of more of a number 3 wide receiver. But if you start 3 wide receivers, you're probably starting both.
Sit, man. Nah, just kidding. I just wanted to say that.